Okay, in this video, I'm going to go over some of the share files for the class. So the share files can be found under this module here. You'll see it says links, Professor Discord. You won't be able to see these two links. They're hidden. They're old files that you don't need access to. It'll say source sign-up sheet or course sign-up sheet, and it'll say meditation share file. So these two at the bottom here, I'll go into in detail. This Professor Discord is just the link to my Discord forum where I host office hours. So that's where you'll want to go if you're going to join me for office hours, or if you're going to schedule a discussion with me. Most likely the discussion by default will be held on the Discord unless you request otherwise. So let's go into the course sign-up sheet. So this is the sheet where I'm going to want you to have a look and sign up during the first week of school. So there's some instructions here on the instructions tab. This roughly will tell you what to do. I'll go through the tabs though, just to give you the tour. So I'll do the tables first. So that all the tables is, you can't edit this one, but it's a list of the students who I currently have enrolled, and those students will be able to access this file. It also has dates and times for my discussion hours, and it has dates and times for the presentation hours, and it also has the thought experiments that I'll want to go over with you guys, as well as the corresponding units for those thought experiments. So all this table is lists. You can't edit the lists, but what you can do is you can go to oral exams and you can find your name, and you can decide what date you want to discuss with me, and you can decide what thought experiment you would like to discuss with me, and you can add some notes for me. So this is the oral exam tab, so you're going to be filling these in red, and it'll automatically populate everything else. So scroll down, decide, oh, I'm interested in discussing blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know, asymmetry argument, or a clockwork orange, or moral luck. You could be interested in one of those. Just put that down. Same with the pop culture. So for this one, find your name, and then give me a time. So that will be your time when you present to me. You'll present this topic to me, which is the topic that you read some chapters in a pop culture and philosophy book about. You'll tell me what that topic is. You'll give me some note over here. Usually with the note, I'm going to want to know something like, what particularly do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about a specific set of chapters on the topic in that book? What book is it? That might help me. All these things can help me. All that information can help me to understand what you're about to present to me. So, for instance, if you're going to choose Wicked and you read a book called Fantasy and Philosophy, then, oh, great, you put Fantasy and Philosophy, and you put the topic is going to be Wicked. So I can go into and look into your topic before or after your actual presentation. All right, so those are the basics of these tabs. The instructions basically just says what I said. The instructions are slightly different for async and sync students. So for async students, those are the that's asynchronous, right? You guys don't have dates and times for meeting me, so you'll have to schedule your own dates and times with me. Whereas the synchronous students don't have to schedule their own dates and times with me because we already have a scheduled set of dates and times. That's our meeting sessions, right? Like the time when you come and we have our normal weekly lectures. So this just repeats what I just said. It's worth noting that you should choose 4 thought experiments for units 1 through 4 and 4 thought experiments for units 5 through 8. That's because I want us to have at least something to talk about. So 4 thought experiments should get us through the time. Obviously, if multiple students join the same session, then we'll try to get through as many as we can reasonably. The point, though, is that I want you to prepare for a number of different topics, and this will tell me in advance what you're preparing for, and that way I can prepare too, right? A few notes here. So don't choose a thought experiment that someone else chose. So yeah, this should go without saying that I don't want to repeat a lot of these thought experiments. I want them to be unique and interesting to you. That's the goal here. And if someone else chose the one you want to talk about, you can always join for that discussion as well. And then use the red sheets and cells to guide your entries. Yeah. So this just shows that you can input into the red. Oh. You can input into the red, and that's all you need to input. All right. Let's move on to the meditation file. So in this file, I have some instructions as well, and I have our various units. So you'll notice the instructions up top. So if I assign the meditations for your class, you just write really short responses to these. They don't need to be even full sentences unless I specify that they should be full sentences. I mean, usually you're going to want to write a sentence when you respond to somebody just so that somebody understands the thing you wrote. It's sometimes hard to understand without a sentence, but some of them are they just need to be a short and sweet response. So it doesn't need to be elaborate. So let's look at what I want you to respond to. So first of all, I want you to pick a pop culture topic. This should be done as soon as you read the instructions for the pop culture project, which is what I told you you'll be presenting on and scheduling in this file under this pop culture schedule. I just want to know what your topic is. I also will want to know, so this is the prelude, is the pop culture topic. The interlude is the pop culture source. So I'll want you to figure out what book you chose and more specifically the chapters in the book that you're interested in. So that would be good to put here as soon as you get to it, right? So as soon as you pick the book, as soon as you pick the chapters, that would be a good time to put in these. For the rest of these, we want to add them as we go through the units. So for example, here's unit 1. We are going to say, we're going to want to say, what is our philosophical question? What do we think is the most interesting philosophical question? That's unit 1. I just want you to put some question that you're interested in. And that can be a seed for our discussions. And it's the same thing for the other units. So as we go through the units, we'll answer different questions related to those units. And the units typically just for an 8-week class, they refer to a week. So there are 8 units total, and we are going to want to do one a week for an 8-week course. For 16-week, it's every 2 weeks, right? Each unit is 2 weeks. 16 divided by 2 is 8, right? But for shorter courses, they'll be even shorter. So I have some 4-week summer courses. So in those courses, each unit will be half of a week. And I even have 2-week minis. So for the 2-week mini, you'll go through 4 whole units in 1 week. So that's the basic schedule. All right. I do want you to keep up with these meditations in advance. So I want you to complete them when we get to that week, because I want you to have actually contributed to the thoughts for that week. So, yeah. All right. So I think that goes through the gist of these share files for my Intro to Philosophy course. It's different from my Intro to Ethics. So if you happen to watch this video and you're in my Intro to Ethics course, there will be slight differences, though it will mostly be similar. I also have a schedule sheet, and I also have a kind of meditation type sheet for you guys to share. So it should be the same, but be sure to look at the differences of instructions because they are different courses. All right, that should be it. If anybody has any questions, though, definitely email me and we'll clarify anything that I didn't clarify here.